nigga forfeit. Yeah, cause I'm the realest. Hey, niggas talking short shit. Nah, I need $1 million.
Big stepper, yeah, bitch, I be steppin'. Coolin' kit with the flip switch, bitch, that's the weapon. No drama.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access.
This legend, bring them sounds in one time.
I'm hard, and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support.
You talk about Malik Neighbors showing accountability after a game. And I'm going to contrast this with Kayvon Thibodeaux. I support him. He's my guy. When he's unjustly criticized or under siege, I will step up, just like I would for any of these other players. But you look at the difference in what Malik Neighbors did in his post game and your leader, Kayvon Thibodeaux, his interaction with Jordan Renan, what do you think he was going to ask you? Here's what leaders do. Kayvon Thibodeaux, this is what leaders do. If your team gave up a 99-yard effing drive and someone says to you, hey, you didn't get on the stat sheet, what's up? First thing you say is, you're absolutely right. I didn't. I got to figure out how I can be more impactful in the game. They might not have run a play your way. They might not have given you a chance to make a play. But what you want to say as a leader, the message you send is, you're right. You got to eat that, bro.
What's going on, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy, Big Pat Sports Talk. And you just heard Mr. Carl Banks talk about Kayvon Thibodeaux. And there's a report that he refused to answer some questions to the media after the game on Sunday. And Carl Banks, the great Carl Banks of the New York Giants, questions Kayvon Thibodeaux's ability to take accountability for his play on the field. Now, first and foremost, shout out to Mr. Carl Banks. I do agree with him on certain aspects of what he's talking. And Thibodeaux, you do have to take accountability when you don't perform up to the standard that you actually set for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, you do have the fans out there that are calling you a bust to say you can't do this, you can't do that. Those people I disregard. I disregard those people. Those people are just talking out the side of their heads. But as a person that actually looks at the game and actually loves to study the game and actually loves to study players, your performance against the Minnesota Vikings was not something to be proud of. And it's just something that you just have to take accountability for. The best players in the game, the best players of all time, they haven't had great games every game. And when they're questioned about their play for that game, you know, they take accountability for it, say, hey, I got to step up and I got to play better. You know what I'm saying? Even if the game, the way that it was played, really didn't give you opportunities, like Carl Banks said, to make plays, you still got to step up and take that accountability and be the leader that this team needs you to be. Be the guy that takes the high road. I know it's crazy sometimes, and I know some of these fans and some of these media pundits say some of the dumbest things. And to be honest with you, I actually agree with you not answering Jordan Renan's questions, because he's a butthole. Everybody knows that, and I don't disagree with you not answering his questions. But I would like you to see to take the high road a little bit more, because it all you do is let them win when you show that amount of frustration with certain people. Now, if he did something to you personally or something like that, I don't know, and we probably won't know unless you report it or somebody comes out and says it. But if it's not that case, then just go ahead and answer that dummy's question answer him like the dummy that he is, and move on to the next person. Don't let these people get underneath your skin, and you just make the situation worse by doing things of such like that. And it is what it is. But the thing I want to talk about is your leadership on this team. Are you a leader or are you not? See, what I see with this team is when things start to go a little bit bad, like if you get a penalty on a third down, every drive on one of those on one of those drives where you get a penalty on third down to keep the drive going shouldn't end in a touchdown. Every one of those drives shouldn't end in a touchdown. It shouldn't end up giving up points every single time. I've been calling this team games for the last 5 to 6 years. And every single time that you guys have something that goes against you, everybody looks like they just fold. It's like we have one of the most mentally unstable and soft teams I've seen in a long time. And I'm not saying you guys are soft as players. I'm just talking about mentally soft, which could be actually worse than a soft player. When something goes wrong, it's like, oh man, it went wrong. It's all over. And it could just be one simple mistake. It could be one interception. It could be one missed tackle. It could be one penalty. It always seems that this team is just mentally soft. Now, this may be a little bit unfair, but Kayvon Thibodeaux, I'm pointing you out because you're one of the guys that's always talking about being a leader. Leading by example. You talk about going out there breaking Michael Strahan's sack record. You have the attitude with the media that you have. And so people are going to pick at you. It just is what it is. But I need to see you get some people and pull them to the side and say, hey, pick your damn head up. It's just one play. Let's go back out there and let's get it done. That's what the great leaders do. Michael Strahan in the Super Bowl, after we gave up the touchdown to go 14-10 to the Patriots. 17-14 is the final for this game. Believe it and we'll do it. I don't see any of these guys do that on this team, offensive or defensive, but you're one of the main guys that they look to as one of the leaders of this New York Giants football team. Where are you when things go wrong? Where are you to pick people up when they're feeling down? Where are you motivating people to go out there and kick some ass? Where are you? You can't just be one of the guys sitting on the bench with your helmet down all the time because you're the leader. They're going to follow you. And I know it's kind of, I know you're young, but you talk so much that people believe that you are a leader, and I do believe that as well. You got to hold some people accountable. And you definitely have to pick your play up in order to do that. But as of right now, you're one of those guys that have to do that. Why I don't see anybody doing that on the sidelines? Not even the head coaches, not even the position coaches, not even the defensive coordinator. Nobody is on the field holding somebody accountable. And that's a problem. Somebody has to be a leader of men. And it can't just be the head coach, even though he's not doing it himself, because I see it. But the players have to do that as well. Where are the team player only meetings? Where are the players that are calling people out? Where are the players that are getting in somebody's face saying, hey, do your damn job? Where's the frustration? Where's the determination? And to be honest, brother, that's on the screen, Kayvon Thibodeaux, you have to be one of those dudes. You have to be. You're a top pick. You want to be well known in the media. You talk that talk. So you got to walk that walk, bro. You got to go out there. You got to lead this team. You got to be like, hey, you missed the assignment. Get it together. Man, let's get some people pumped up. Let's hold some people accountable. Let's hold ourselves accountable. It's the only way you're going to change this team, bruh. Somebody has to do that, and I'm pointing you out, Mr. Kayvon Thibodeaux, because you're one of the leaders that's been on this team for the past 3 years. And like I said, you talk a very good talk, and I do believe you can walk it. But you got to start showing it a little bit more consistently, bruh. And man, get these dudes fired. I don't care what you have to say to these dudes. Throw hands if you have to. But this mentally weak stuff has to stop with this team. One thing goes wrong, everything just goes wrong after that. And nobody is fired up. Nobody is saying what's going on. Everybody's just sitting there and letting it happen to them. And that's the weakest thing that you could do in football, because they're going to continue to do it to you as long as you allow them to do it. You allow them to slap you around, they're going to keep slapping you around to the end when it says 0-0-0 and you got your butt whooped. 28-6, by the way. It's got to stop, man. And it's got to start with people like you, Mr. Thibodeaux. It's got to start with people like you. I know you can do it. I know you have the talent. I know you have the mental fortitude. It's going to take somebody like you to step up and be that guy on the team that says, "Oh, he's a diva," or he's just yelling in there. No, you have to be that guy to get these dudes in line and ready to freaking play. It's just a fact. We got to stop this oh my goodness attitude with this team. Something goes wrong, forget that play. Let's move on to the next play and let's go win a football game. That's what good teams do. You don't give up. And this team gives up consistently. I see it every time you get down. I see it every time. And that has to stop in order for this team to turn this dark cloud that's on it around, man, because you cannot get embarrassed like you did at home against the Vikings this past Sunday. You can't do that, because that sets the tone for the season. You saw it happen to you last year. Don't let it happen to you again. You got to stop it, man. You are one of the guys that has to step up, Kayvon Thibodeaux. And it is what it is. I'm going to talk my talk no matter what anybody thought. If guys like you step up and take leadership roles, hold people accountable, go out there and lead, not only with speeches and things of such, but with your play on the field, things will turn around for you. But it's not going to turn around until you decide you want to do something about it. It is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button for Big Pat Sports Talk. Hit that big blue join button and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk and join the Big Blue crew. Go copy you some merch from the merch shop, the Big Pat Sports Talk. New logo merch is in the shop. Go copy you some merch and take a picture so I can shout you out in my next video. And go like and subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network so you can continue to see content such as this on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. All sports, all the time. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Until the next time, you know what it is, man. Peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.